Hello, today I'm going to be talking about 6 tips that help save a marriage from divorce. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified whenever we publish new videos. Hi, my name is John, and unfortunately I know firsthand how exhausting it can be trying to save your marriage. Several years ago, my wife and I were feeling like it was over between us, and we came really close to just giving up. However, after following the advice of our therapist and doing our own research, we were able to implement and follow our own 6-step plan that really improved our marriage. Now, we're not professionals, but we are a couple that has been there. We believe so deeply in the power of these 6 steps that we want to share them with other couples who are going through the same difficult time. So let's dive right in. The first tip is to pull your weight when it comes to responsibilities. Running a household and marriage is a dual effort. This includes everything from cleaning the house, running errands, to helping out with the kids. Anything that you can do to help your spouse shows that you appreciate them. Even if you have a stay-at-home wife, your wife works too whether you see it or not. So it's important to still contribute on the weekends or days off. Not contributing and pulling your weight is just an easy way to build resentment. Appreciate what the other person does for you. The second tip is to continually work on self-improvement and development. Whether you've let yourself go, picked up some nasty habits, or simply became short-tempered from a job you dislike, it is important to strive to be the best version of yourself in all aspects. If you start taking better care of yourself all around, including a better attitude, how you treat people, etc., your spouse will notice. It's so much easier to be with someone who is happy and respects themselves compared to someone who is lazy and doesn't want to be the best version of themselves. The third tip is to use a proven system that has a track record of helping thousands of couples save their marriage. You may think, why do I need any more professional help when I already go to therapy? Well, consider this. How often do you go to therapy? Perhaps once a week or every other week? Think of the benefit of having professional advice to go to 7 days a week. The only tricky part about this is finding the right system. Emily and I invested in quite a few until we found one that we truly felt was genuine and offered expert level advice. If you're interested in checking out the same system we relied on, go to www.defeatingdivorce.com/SaveMyMarriage. The fourth tip is to not make a mountain out of a molehill. If you're unfamiliar with this saying, essentially what it means is don't overreact and turn something small and insignificant into a big deal. If your spouse does something that irritates you, take a step back before responding or lashing out and ask yourself, will this matter a week from now? If the answer is no, I recommend letting it go. Now the fifth tip is personally what I struggled with the most. I had to learn to take accountability and simply get off my high horse and own my shit. I had to learn to apologize even if I didn't necessarily think I was in the wrong. Now, in terms of maybe your partner not being so open to apologizing, I would recommend that you focus on being the bigger person and leading by example. Also, when you apologize, you're showing a maturity in that you're sincerely sorry for your wrongdoings and you want to make things right. Okay, last tip. So tip number 6 is pretty straightforward. It's all about making time for one another. It is really important to spend time just the two of you. This means eliminating stress of family, jobs, and definitely kids. Despite leading busy lives, you still have to make time to have a romantic relationship. One of the leading causes of a relationship failing is a lack of intimacy and affection. Carve out time every week for a date night and make sure you're talking every day and showing a genuine interest in one another's lives. If you stop communicating, you simply stop caring. And it's a lot harder to open the communication channels back up than close them when you're in a struggling marriage. So just make sure they never close. So in summary, if you're trying to save your marriage, consider doing the following. Number 1, pulling your weight with responsibilities like household chores, juggling the kids, etc. Number 2, work on continuously improving yourself. This will make you a much more enjoyable person all around. Third, use a proven system that has helped thousands get their marriage back on track. Also, tip number 4, don't go turning every little thing into a big argument. So in other words, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Learn to be comfortable with saying I'm sorry and check your humility at the door. Lastly, number 6, prioritize spending time to rebuild your connection and intimacy. Now, don't get me wrong, these tips truly are helpful when dealing with the marriage crisis, but they are not the only strategy my wife Emily and I relied on, which is why we created an ebook aimed at helping you navigate this difficult time in your marriage. This ebook is straight to the point and gives some great tips on some more behaviors that are absolutely detrimental to any marriage. Again, this book is aimed at helping couples survive those difficult first couple of weeks or months in a rocky marriage. You can access the complete ebook by typing in your browser www.defeatingdivorce.com or clicking the link in the video description below. My name is John, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more helpful content on how to save your marriage. Comment below if you have any questions for Emily or myself. Again, we're not professionals, but we do have real-life experience in saving a marriage and are more than happy to help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.